everyone. So welcome to our craft today. Now, we had to stray a little bit from the schedule. We're going to be making something slightly different than what's on the actual calendar today, but it's still going to be really fun. But before we jump into our craft, Gina has some announcements.
Okay, so let us just tell you a little bit about what we have coming up. All of our activities that we are doing, we are still going to continue doing them online because there has been a spike in COVID as of today in the state of Idaho. So our directors feel like that this is the safest way possible for both you and for us. So we are going to still have fun with the camera. Yay! Huh. Anyway.
Fun with the camera?
We were supposed to have Princess Bride on for our team book club and on this Friday, which is tomorrow, but we have decided to postpone that. Those of you who have signed up for that, you can continue, just go ahead and keep reading it, and we will have our interactive movie later on in the year. Maybe we'll be able to do it at the end of July, or maybe we have to jump and move it all the way into September. We'll just see how things are going.
But we are going to watch it, and we want as many people as possible to come. You don't have to have read the book before coming, but if you like to, we will keep those books available as long as we can so people can come in and check out copies of The Princess Bride.
Yes.
And you can read the book, and maybe you might like the book better than the movie. Maybe you might like the movie better. I like both.
Yep, I like them both too. The library is open if you are not aware, and if you have not signed up for summer reading, we are doing it full-fledged, and we've got it, it's totally going, and we're having fun. The library is open it's not our normal hours, but you can check the website at madisonlib.org to see what our hours are. They're a little bit different for different days of the week. So we'll let you just go and check there so that you can come and get your books and participate in summer reading. If you want to do it online, just go to the teen page on madisonlib.org and then click on the summer reading icon, which is it's kind of a picture of I think it's of Arthur, a girl imagining Arthur or something like that.
King Arthur, that is. King
Arthur, yeah. Anyway, and that will take you to everything. Let's see some other things that we have going, and you can pick these up here too. Don't forget, we are still doing our Teen Writers Contest. So if you want to write a fractured fairy tale, you can do that. We are going to have a Zoom meeting for our Young League of Writers, and that will also happen in July. That'll be the second Monday of July, and if you're interested in that, go and sign up online, and I will send you an invite, okay? Or just call the library for it. Lauren's filming us today, and she looks like she has something to say.
I was just saying you should tell them about the prizes.
Oh, I have to tell you about the prizes for the Teen Writers Contest. They are absolutely cool. And the first prize is, do you know?
The first prize is a $50 Amazon gift card.
Whoa.
I don't know second or third. That's all.
Yeah. And the second prize actually is a Fat Cats date pack, which...
Oh, I know the third prize.
Yeah. And that one is really fun and cool. You can use it anytime. Nothing in the date pack expires, so you can use it to go to the movies and watch a cool movie, and it has popcorn and drinks and candy, and so it would be fun to just go with a friend if you want to do that. And third prize is...
Well, actually, again, that is for Fat Cats, and I just heard down the grapevine Fat Cats opened back up today, so if you want to go see a movie...
Yeah. Write a fractured fairy tale.
And then the third prize is a boutonniere and corsage from Rexburg Floral.
Yes.
And those are certificates that you'll be able to redeem anytime. Mm-hmm. So you'll be able to get flowers for when you next go on go to a dance with somebody.
Exactly. Submissions are due on July 27th, and you need to email them to me at Gina, spelled GINA.M, at madisonlib.org. Okay.
Those who participate will also get a chance to read pieces that Gina and I are attempting to write.
And we'll do that. We're going to do that at our Zoom Young League of Writers, which is the second week in July. Yep. So anyway,
thumbtacks.
Oh, yes. We are doing a different craft today because those of you who got the Take and Go craft bags, we did not give you enough thumbtacks to make the dragon egg. So we're going to do the dragon egg next week with the thumbtacks and the nail polish. And today we are going to, but you do need to come and pick up your extra your thumbtacks. So just come into the summer reading, into the community room where we're doing summer reading from. And if you come to pick up a prize for summer reading, come and get your thumbtacks too, so that you can add them to your kit. We have your names, and just come and pick them up from the girls that are working in there.
Yep.
Okay.
And the reason we didn't give you enough in the first place is we're just bad at math.
We are bad at math. We tried to figure out. Figure out the area of an egg, and we were not very good.
It's harder than it looks.
It is hard. I think we made.
We're book people.
We didn't make. We didn't make adjustments for the lap or the layer of each of.
But it's art. You don't have to be exact. We'll figure it out.
Anyway.
We're going to have fun with that one.
So,
it's a really cool craft,
week.
so we hope you'll be able to join us for it. Today's craft, we are actually going to be doing our Harry Potter bookmarks.
Yes.
So you will need your page that looks like this.
If you did not get a Craft and Go bag, you can still go to online with the crafting section, and you can download all of this, and you can do it at home if you didn't get a bag yourself.
And in addition to, so if you notice our patterns we're working with, they are all our Hogwarts houses. I'm a Ravenclaw. I'm doing the Ravenclaw bookmark. Mm-hmm. So you can do this, though, with anything you want to turn into a bookmark. We recommend doing it with cardstock, though. You'll need to print that off on cardstock.
Yes.
So in addition to your bookmark pattern that you're going to be doing, you're also going to need your contact paper. This is a sheet that looks like this. You can pick this up at any crafting store, or, of course, if you got a craft bag, you've got it in there.
Or the dollar store has it, too.
You're also going to need yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And we recommend also colored pencils, crayons, something to color with, because you don't want just a boring white bookmark. We want to do something fun and colorful. And then we're also going to be using a 3x5 card, and we'll show you what that's for here in a minute.
Yes.
So obviously the first thing you want to do is you want to start by cutting out your bookmarks. I'm going to give Gina a couple of these to cut out.
Yeah, you can cut out your bookmark, but for me, I would rather color the whole page. So it's your choice, whichever you want to do. So it looks like I got Hufflepuff and Slytherin. Okay. So we are just going to cut them out today. Are we coloring today?
I don't think we're going to color today.
We're not going to color because to do a good job, it'll take you a little bit of time to color. So we've already pre-colored some, but we're going to just cut these out for now, okay? So that we can show you how it works. So pretend our bookmarks are colored. But if you're not into coloring, you don't have to color them either. So
voila.
Lovely. Okay.
Cool, a little bookmark. Now,
I think I'm going to do Slytherin just because my son is Slytherin.
I was going to say you should give that one to Cheryl. Cheryl is our resident Slytherin.
Yeah, she's our librarian that helps to do some cataloging, and she's a Slytherin, and she's very, very proud of it. So, William, what house are you in? Did you get sorted?
I said I am Ravenclaw.
Oh, yes.
I like Ravenclaw.
Did you know that if you go to pottermore.com and you get sorted into your house and you find your wand and your Patronus and all of those things, that you get to add that as pages for the summer reading program this year. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
12.5-inch cedar.
Is that what yours is?
Phoenix feather core. Cool. Surprisingly swishy and flexible. That's my wand.
And you know what? I went ages ago, so I don't remember what mine is. So.
All right.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and turn your black and white bookmark into your lovely colored bookmark. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to give a little shout out to my sister. She's the one that colored these for us.
They are amazing.
And we are going to go ahead and we are going to, now, we're going to take our contact paper. We're going to lay aside our black and white bookmarks.
We're going to show you some skill at using the contact paper.
Okay, so Gina is really good at this.
Mm-hmm.
First thing is you're going to want to get a piece that's actually big enough, small enough for your bookmark, because you've probably got a little bit of contact paper. Now, with the Craft and Go bags, you may not have enough contact paper to do all 4 bookmarks we gave you, but you should be, if you're careful with it and conservative with it, you might be able to manage. All right, so
I think we've got it. So, yeah, you just want to measure out the width and then cut on the lines of your contact paper if you can see. So you don't want to deal with the whole great big huge piece. That will just mess up everything. Okay.
Okay.
So now if you look at it, let's go here. We're going to move the pens because we're not coloring today. Okay, so here I have, and I'm going to put it right here on this. So if I do it here, I should be able to double it up like this and fold it in half, just like that, okay? And that should do the whole bookmark like that, okay? So we gave you enough to make it long enough. Those of you who are getting your own, you need to make sure that it doubles up when you measure it so that you can flip it over. So to your bookmark, because bookmarks see a lot of traffic if you are a reader, okay? It should work out really well for you, okay? Are you ready? Okay.
Everybody's still doing bookmark too.
Right there.
There it is.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to put this right there. Okay, so,
All right, so I've got mine ready to double
this
up.
is the fun part, okay, is getting the corner off, and this one just takes some skill and some fingernails. And it takes like just a minute or so to get that plastic part off, and William's going to beat me, I think.
Not likely. You've got... Oh!
Here he goes.
I didn't beat her. No, not at all.
Oh,
Gina won the
I've
race.
got mine. Okay, so now when you do this, you only want to go as far as you're going to... Which one am I going to do?
Do the Hufflepuff.
Okay. It's kind of fun. Why don't you help me?
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to set mine aside for a moment.
Okay. So what I do is I put it, and I start up at the top here
I'll get it really close to the
and
edge.
get it close to the edge. Okay.
And make sure you're straight, because if you're not straight, you might end up not covering some of the bookmark.
Okay. Make sure this is flat right here.
And then
Okay.
you're going to go ahead
and then you start pulling it off.
So if you see, she put the bookmark on the contact paper before peeling the contact paper off, and now she's using it,
Yeah.
putting it between the contact paper and the wax backing.
And if you take something, you can flatten it out. Make sure there's no bubbles in there. Okay. I'm just using cardboard. All right. Now, if you look and see on the other side, we can flip it over. Okay. And then we're going to peel off the other back, and I'm just going to fold it right down at the bottom.
So I'm going to peel this off as she's doing that.
And the reason why I did the back last is because sometimes you end up with bubbles and it might be in the back, okay? But this one turned out wonderfully perfect. So it's a little bit easier with a friend. So if you have a sibling or somebody running out there,
Sibling, parent.
friend, anybody at home. Okay, there we are. This is the beginning of our lamination. Shall we do yours?
Let's do mine.
Okay.
So we'll do that one more time so you guys can follow along and watch one more time. So, all right. And I'm going to do it
You got
this
yours
time.
off?
I got
Oh, yep, you do. It's right there.
right there. Peeled a little bit.
We're going to let William do his this time.
Okay, so if you see, you start it like right there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and just kind of, if you see how she's pulling the wax paper out, I'm just kind of letting this go. Then I'm going to go ahead and
Flatten it out.
smooth it down as best I can.
Oh, I really love this Slytherin bookmark. This is beautiful. That is.
All right.
Your sister has skills. She has coloring skills. Totally.
Some people do.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go ahead and fold it right there at the bottom. This is,
Okay.
and cardboard again. Let me
Yeah.
move it down one more time.
Okay.
So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have some excess contact paper around the edges. You're going to want to trim some of that off, because if you notice, like right here for me is sticky. It might be sticky around the edges for you. So you're going to want to go ahead, and I like to seal it up,
Okay.
like scrape
what
the
he's doing.
lines right along here so that you can like get it good and stuck together.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to cut too close to your bookmark, because if you do, it'll just fall apart. You want to just kind of come like
A little bit on
a
the edge.
little bit away.
The cool thing with contact paper, actually, you can get really close, okay? Because it's like stickers. It's not like lamination where you have to leave an outside edge. So you can get really close if you want to. So
I think you're a little bit braver than me.
yeah. I've had flannel board pictures for, shall I say, decades. That still are good, and we've just used contact paper. With, So, and they're just really good. If you want to, you can curve off your corners if you want to. If you don't want to get poked with them. Do you have garbage? I'll take your garbage. Throw them away. Okay. And then, just kind of seal it with your fingers.
Yep. My corners aren't poopy.
William cut off his corners. I'll cut mine too.
All right. And then you should have your completed laminated bookmark. However, we're not done yet. Now we're going to pull out the yarn and show you what that's for.
We get to make a tassel. So.
Okay. Gina is clipping her corners. So what you're going to want to do next is we gave you this fancy little piece of cardboard here, and it's useful for a lot of things. We're going to show you another couple of uses for it here. And we're going to use it to help us make our tassel. Now you can use this, or you can use a thick piece of cardstock. But you're going to want to go ahead and...
Or you can use 2 3x5 cards, anything that's heavy that you have around your house.
Yep, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to start by folding that in half. And then we're going to take our yarn, and we are going to...
So this is the tassel that we're making, okay? Actually, I'm going to show you. We just barely figured out how to make this look like this so that you don't have a knot up at the top, okay? So actually, first step, before we wrap around, let's do this. So you want to cut off about this much. I would say...
a foot.
A foot, maybe a foot and a half, okay? So maybe about like 18 inches of your yarn. We gave everybody gold because it seemed like a universal color for Hogwarts. Okay. So now here's your next step is you're going to tie, this is the top of your loop right here that we're making right there. So you want to tie right down here. So however long you want your tassel, your loop to go is where you want to put your knot, okay? And you can tie it just by going around in a circle like this. You can do a square knot, whichever way you want to tie it, but just tie it off, okay? All right.
My personal favorite is a thief knot, for those of you that want to look that up someday.
A thief knot.
It's like a square knot, but not.
A square knot, but not.
A square knot, but not.
Okay, so now you've got, this is what we're going to tie it together with. All right? Now we get to do the step that William was talking about.
Cardboard. And yarn. So you're going to go ahead and you're just going to wrap the yarn around. However many times, it depends on how thick you want your tassel. I don't want a very thick tassel. Gina might want one that's really thick. So I'm just going to go around. That looks good. Okay.
And mine is, I like mine pretty thick. Okay. All right. Then you're going to trim it.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm trimming right here.
Okay.
Just like that.
And this next part is where this comes in, right?
Yep.
You're going to take that loop you just tied off a minute ago. You're going to stick one of those through. It might be kind of tight if you use the cardboard, but it should be just fine if you use normal cardstock.
Now what you want to do is you're going to tie it in a square knot and make it really, really tight. But make sure that loop part is up on top. Okay?
I'm going to do the thief knot.
You're going to do the thief knot?
I'm going to do the thief knot. I'm telling you. It's a square knot, but not. You should learn it. Everybody should learn the thief knot.
Most of us know the granny knot. Okay. See how tight that is? Okay. We tied it tight. I have a...
Unless you're like me.
One of my loops came off of here. So... And then I have leftovers down here, okay? So then we're going to take it after William is done tying his thief knot.
There we go. Just got to pull it tight.
And then you're going to put your scissors up through the bottom, or if you did two, put your scissors through the two pieces of cardboard and cut it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, cutting yarn is way easier with fabric scissors. If you have any fabric scissors, those are what you want to use. And then the next thing you want to do is and this again, it might be helpful to have a friend help you, but you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to take some more string and you're going to wrap this around.
So I'm getting mine.
And you're going to want to cinch it really, really tight. Ah! And this is why you might want a friend, because I'm going to ask Gina to cinch mine for me.
Okay.
Okay. So if you will go ahead and wrap that around and pull it tight.
I'm going to cut it off though, because I like not the tail. Okay, so we're wrapping around. And me, I like to have a little bit, like 3 or 4 wraps, but you don't have to. You can just wrap it once if you want to. Okay. Then you're going to tie it really tight.
Okay. Now, if you're worried about your knots coming apart, a neat trick you can do is you can actually get some fingernail polish and just gently brush it over the end of your knots with the yarn, and it'll hold together really well.
Yeah.
You can also do that to prevent fraying on ribbons.
All right, and I'll do this one. Mine's a little bit better. And I'll just put mine like this. I'll just do mine in a single instead of a whole bunch. Okay. So here's the head of the tassel. You see right there. And I'm going to just tie it really, really tight. If you come to the library in the YA section or the young adult section, we have a floating carpet from the ceiling, and we cut all those tassels with the floating carpet. So, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of just pulling it tight and making my tassel look really nice and smooth. Then the next step is...
So the next step is hole punching.
Actually, no, I'm trimming my my tassel off. So trim it off to make it all nice and even down on the bottom. Okay.
I gotta tighten mine up a little bit. Oh,
there's mine right there.
There we go.
Okay.
I just had to fix some
Yep,
issues.
that looks great.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead really quickly and just make a small adjustment to my tassel because I goofed a little bit, but you know.
Tassels are kind of fun. They remind me of pom-poms. So if you don't like the color that we gave you for yarn, you're welcome to go and get something different.
Another option is embroidery floss. Works really well for this.
Yep. Or
there we go.
Friendship, any kind of string that you want to use. So
I don't recommend dental floss. It may be string, but don't use it. Well, use it, but don't use it for this.
That looks good. Okay.
He's a little tassel.
He is tiny.
Right.
Look at my ghost. My ghost is big. So, next step.
Okay. So
we're
now,
almost finished.
The easiest way is for the next step is to grab a hole punch. Here, I'm actually going to trade you. Hole punch that one.
Oh, because he had.
So my sister drew on the back of this one too, and she wants that one back.
So I'm just he's gonna show you a different way to do it, but I'm just gonna punch a hole with a hole punch. But you might not have a hole punch at your house, okay?
And if not, you're gonna want to take a pen, pencil. If you use a knife, be careful. And you're gonna want to take that piece of cardboard again. Like I said, we're gonna come back to that. And you simply go ahead, find about the center, and you can punch on through that, and you can make it a little bit bigger just by taking it off of there afterwards. And just gently, and the contact paper might be a little bit difficult to get to, but that's why a sharp knife might be useful, or scissors.
You can use the end of your scissors to widen it out if you wanted to. So you could take this and do the end of your scissors and just go round and round and round. You don't have to have a very big hole. Okay.
Voila, little hole. And then we're going to take our tassel.
This is the magic.
You take your tassel, the loop for your tassel, and you stick it through there. And you should have this loop on one side and your little tassel on the other. You take the tassel and voila!
There's your bookmark. Yay! Hogwarts bookmarks. So, and I had Slytherin. That kind of looks good with the yellow, even though if I were going to do Slytherin, I would probably maybe do a silver one.
Silver or green.
But it still looks pretty good with the way that she colored it. So,
all
right.
So that is our craft for today. We hope you enjoyed following along. We really hope you'll be able to join us in the future for the other crafts we're going to be doing. Again, if you don't have a list of supplies or if you don't have a craft bag, you can get the list online.
Yep.
And we'd love to have you guys follow along.
Yeah.
Then next week we are doing our dragon eggs. So again, if you need the thumbtacks and you picked up a craft bag, come in to get the extra thumbtacks
so that you can do them with us.
Yep.
So.
All right, we will see you next time.
Bye.